This is a prelude to the Dairy Cow Lasagna video for the Zero Waste Cooking School. This is the pilot part 2. This was in May 2020 and we were still in full lockdown, and Vic, the cameraman and director of the Zero Waste Cooking School, was still not allowed in the house, so I was wielding 3 different cameras and getting very confused. And doing this Dairy Cow lasagna, it is my favourite recipe. Lasagna is just unbelievably delicious, and the messaging behind the dairy cow is somewhat pertinent and, you know, important to this cooking school. And yeah, I think that it's a despite the poor kind of lighting and camera skills, this recipe is well worth engaging with. And yeah, it took me 12 hours that day, but I'm pretty sure you can do it in a couple of hours and it'll be very much worth it. Now then, Douglas McMaster reporting from the Zero Waste Cooking School. Today we're going to be making the best dish in the world, lasagna. If you do not like lasagna, please leave. This particular recipe is quite irregular in that we are using dairy cow. So dairy cow, simply the principle of maximizing resources to minimize waste. So if you imagine all these billions of cows farting and burping, giving off methane, damaging our ozone layer, there's a lot of them over there in the meat industry doing their thing, but then over in the dairy industry you've got the ladies giving milk and cream, but then every other beast from that industry is wasted, and we do not like waste. I can guarantee you there is no compromise on quality. This is delicious. So to cut the vegetables, no fussing around. We're basically just going to cut the carrots into sizable chunks. When chopping onions, keep the root together like that and like that. Cut through the root, chop from the top near to the root like this, okay, and the same again like that. Pinch it like a claw, okay, claw over and then down, down, down like a machine gun. Okay, so then turn your stove on to a medium to high heat, pop the lid on. Get a really good heavy duty pan, a little bit of rapeseed oil, add the meat. Hot. Bring both your stock and your meat to a simmer, and then bring your sweating vegetables up to temperature, and then all you're going to do is open the oven and then whack them in, both in together like that. Basically forget about it for 2 hours, and then the vegetables will get super sweet, they'll be sweating down nicely, and the meat will be braising at the perfect temperature. So it just means perfect consistency, no burning, no spoilage, no waste. Now we get to the fun stuff. Butter, flour, fire. We've got the milk cold in the fridge. Another top tip, if the milk is super cold, then you won't get any lumps. Add the cold milk slowly, use a whisk or a spoon until it's super smooth. Then we add 1% salt and then some nutmeg. Yes please, Ryan's helping me with the whiskey. What's this whiskey?
Got a bottle, Talisker 10.
Oh, Talisker is my favourite whiskey.
It's one of those just all-round great ones. Sorry.
So in terms of the bechamel, you want it to be thick. You see how it's holding the spoon like that, and it'll set almost like a jelly. Oh, this whiskey's made everything better. The onions, carrots have had 2 hours of sweating down. The mince has had also 2 hours braising. So now we're just going to mix them together. So we've got some mustard, some soy, and some oyster sauce. Whack that in. The sauce is nice and glossy. Start with a layer of this at the bottom, a thumbnail thick. Our bechamel. Oh no. Mince, pasta, bechamel, sneaky cheese, mince, pasta, bechamel, sneaky cheese. So there we go, all the hard work is done. We're just going to pop this into the oven at 180 degrees for 45 minutes and life is good. Smells incredible. Just some courgettes and some mint on the side. I'm not sure if there's any dish I would rather eat right now. This is very exciting. It's a bulletproof recipe. This is the end of this meaty and cheesy transmission.